talk about this Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson reunited, and it feels so good. Sound like to me that they got their relationship is back on track after Jimmy was finally inducted into the Dallas Cowboys Ring of Honor back in December. Well, Jimmy Johnson would he would go on a radio show in Miami, and he would say that he is now on he's part of the Jerry Jones advisory board. Yeah, that's what he said. He said he's part of that. So we're gonna see how this goes, but I think it's a good thing. Let me read a couple of comments. First of all, Miss Carol, how you doing? Oh, Carol, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, the judge is out for the weekend. Yep, that's right, on Richard Sherman. So he won't be getting out until probably sometime Monday. Toria says, do not feel sorry for these rich dudes. They can call a Uber. That is right. That is right. Toria's speaking to Carol. That's all right. And exactly, Toria. By the way, happy Sunday. So I got Toria and Carol in watching me on YouTube, which is cool. But back to Jimmy Jones, Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson. The 4J's is what I call them. Jimmy did go on the radio show in Miami, said that he is now going to be a advisor to Jerry Jones. He said that they both talked about an hour after the Cowboys lost to the my Packers in the playoffs. So, and I think this is a good thing. And you know why? Not to say that Jerry's going to take his advice. You know, it's basically just a advisory role. So it's not like, you know, again, like Jerry's going to take his advice. But I think it's good that maybe Jerry will have the guy that he had the most success with back in his ear to help him make some better personnel decisions, financial cap decisions when it comes to the salary cap. Obviously, Stephen Jones, who's one of the sons of Jerry, he is kind of the salary cap mastermind behind working the numbers and all that, as far as, you know, in NFL. But with Jimmy, you know, Jimmy was a no-nonsense type cat. You know, those 90s Cowboys, you can like them or you love them, but Jimmy built that team, and he built it smartly, i.e., the biggest thing he did was he hustled the Minnesota Vikings with that Herschel Walker trade. And yeah, I said it, he hustled them because he sent Herschel Walker to the Vikings, and the Cowboys got a ton of draft picks, and they built those Super Bowl teams from those draft picks. So having Jimmy back in his ear, I think is definitely going to be a help. Now, will you see the results of this on the field? That's the biggest question. And, you know, I don't know how much it's going to help on the field with Mike McCarthy, you know, on the sideline. But we'll see. You know, they got Mike Zimmer now back, who was with Jimmy for a little bit. Mike Zimmer is now the new defensive coordinator for the Cowboys. You know, Dan Quinn is now